Hi guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of Let's Get Baked with Manlio. Today we're going to be making Oreo cheesecake bars. Hope you guys like it. Things you'll need for the filling, for the crust, are Oreos, a stick of butter, and half a cup of sugar. This is just for the crust. I'm going to take the Oreos and put them in the food processor. So we have our Oreos here, and I like to use the whole packet. I would like to put the whole packet in the food processor so we can make our crust. Center. You put it all, filling and all. You don't have to scrape anything out. You guys one. You can leave 2 or 3 for you guys to enjoy after that. You don't need to do this. Alright. Go. And we're going to process it until it's fine, coarse sound. If you guys knew Morse code, then you know what I was trying to make. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. And you want to see, just like that, every single cookie has been crushed and made into fine powder. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to melt that stick of butter so we can put it to the Oreo crumbs and make our crust. You can use salted or unsalted butter because it really doesn't make a difference, and the salt adds a little bit of sweetness. It makes the sweetness stand out on the crust. I like to use salted butter, that way I don't have to add salt later on. It's already added. And it's not that much. It's not too salty. Alright, now I have taken all of the Oreo crumbs from the food processor, and I'm going to put 2 cups into a large bowl. 1 cup. And there's number 2. To that, I'm going to add the half a cup of sugar. And I'm going to mix it in. Once that's added, I'm going to proceed to add the melted butter. And I'm going to mix it in. Okay. That's the butter. I'm just going to mix it in so that everything looks like wet sand. The sugar and the crumbs, everything is incorporated. Okay, I like to use a square pan. It's much better to make the bars as opposed to the round one. Or you can use either a square or the round one to make whichever kind of mold you like. And put it all in there. And then you're going to pack it down so it's nice and flat. It covers every single area. This is a 12 by 12 pan. There you go. And all up in there. It's easy, not hard. Easy, not hard. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Cover every single inch of the bottom of the pan. Yeah. Excellent. So then, I also like to line the pan with aluminum foil so it's easier to take out after. Make sure it's well greased, either with butter or cooking spray, whichever one you like. I like to use cooking spray. And here we go. Now we're going to pop this at the oven at 300 degrees for about 8 minutes. Now while the crust is baking in the oven, we're going to get started with the filling. And for the filling you will need 2 8-ounce sticks of cream cheese at room temperature. That way it's easier for you guys to cream it. Oh yeah, look at that. One raw in there, mate. You will need 3/4 of a cup of granulated white sugar. Okay, add that in there. Then you will also need 3 large eggs and 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. But now you're gonna first mix the sugar and the cream cheese and cream it all until it's nice and fluffy. And you gotta make sure you can use a hand mixer or a stand-up mixer as your choice. Just gotta make sure it's nice and creamed. Okay? Start off nice and slow. You can add up the speed as you go along. Once it's nice and creamy, we're gonna add the eggs 1 egg at a time. I'm putting them all into this little bowl right here, so it's easier for me to add. I don't have to crack the eggs anymore. Mixing after every addition. Mix it well. Last egg goes in. Now I'm going to add the sour cream. And I'm going to continue to mix it using the mixer. Most people like to stir in the sour cream. Now, I like my my cream cheese to be very, very light and sweet. And by mixing it with the mixer, it's going to be really fluffy. Some of the Oreo crumbs that I use for the crust for the filling. This is what makes the difference. It makes the whole cheesecake taste like a big giant Oreo. So I'm going to put about half a cup. Oh yeah, look at that. And a little more. Never had so much Oreos, right? There you go. And we're gonna mix it all in. There you go. That's the filling for the Oreo cheesecake. Now tell me if that doesn't look like a great Oreo milkshake. Oh, look at that. Really thick. And look at that. Real good. Smells delicious. Once the crust is ready we're gonna put this on the crust and then we're gonna bake. Now I just took the crust out of the oven. It's ready. Oh yeah, look at that. It looks great. Smells pretty good too. We're gonna add the filling on top of it. Nice and slow, as to not break the crust. It's still warm, nice and easy. Drip it in there. Oh yeah, look at that. You know, it's easy, not hard. Honestly. Don't be intimidated by cheesecake. It's really easy. Delicious. Get it all in there. And you want every single last drop of this because it's really good. Trust me. I know. I know. Go, scoop everything out. Get in there, get the sides. All that good stuff. All of that good stuff. You don't want to let it go waste. Oh yeah, there we go. Just gonna smooth it out. Make sure everything is expanded. Oh yeah. And look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Don't be afraid to get a little messy. There we go. Now that is ready for the oven. I'm gonna put it at 300 for about an hour, or until it's set. Usually it takes about 50 minutes to an hour until it's set, depending on your oven, so keep an eye on it, around the 50-minute mark, 50-minute mark, alright? You're going to put it in the oven, it's at 300 degrees. Make sure it's nice in there. And set the time for about an hour. Well, here we have it, guys. The Oreo cheesecake is done. Came out of the oven and set quite nicely. Now I just gotta let it off to cool for a couple of hours. I'm gonna just leave it here on the table so it cools off, and then I'm gonna stick it to the refrigerator for a couple more hours, maybe overnight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other recipes or requests, please feel free to submit them under the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel for more recipes that are coming out. Okay, thank you very much. And remember, baking, it's easy, not hard.